This is MB Now, and here are your news on web.
President Rodrigo Duterte has approved the pilot implementation of face-to-face classes in areas that will be classified as low risk for the coronavirus disease. Presidential spokesman Harry Roque said in his briefing this morning that the pilot implementation of the in-person classes will go for 2 months and will be held in minimal risk area that will be determined by the Department of Health. The DOH will base its list on the safety assessment of the Department of Education that will get the written support of local government units on the resolution expressing support to such an endeavor. Education Secretary Leonor Briones said that the pilot implementation of the in-person classes will cover 100 public schools in low-risk areas. These schools should have also passed the readiness assessment. An additional 20 private schools may be allowed to implement limited face-to-face classes following a joint validation by the DepEd and the DOH. She said the pilot may start in 2 months' time. The Department of Health said experts are still studying the inclusion of individuals aged 12 to 17 years old in the country's COVID-19 vaccination program. In a television interview this morning, September 20, Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere said that they are looking at the safety side first, and secondly, they look at the equity side of it. While minors can also be infected with a deadly virus, Vergere said the risk of severe infection and death is still more common with adults. She added that they wanted to prioritize the adults first as the vaccine supply in the country is still unstable. Meanwhile, Vergere said that the COVID-19 cases in the National Capital Region have not reached the peak yet. Over 18 million individuals have already been fully vaccinated in the Philippines as of September 18. The average number of new COVID-19 cases in Metro Manila continues to decrease, but the ongoing surge in cases remains at a very high level according to the latest report of the independent research group Octa, released today, September 20. Metro Manila has an average of 5,136 cases on September 13 to 19, down by 13% from 5,916 cases on September 6 to 12. President Rodrigo Duterte, for the second time since he took office in 2016, is expected to address the United Nations and put forward the Philippines' stand on urgent issues such as COVID-19 response and human rights concerned, among others. According to Malacanang, Duterte is set to address the international community on Tuesday, September 21, within the 1600s to 1800s window, New York time, or between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. of September 22, Manila time. The United Nations General Assembly is the main deliberating organ of the UN, where all 193 member states are represented. The session's theme this year is Building Resilience Through Hope to Recover from COVID-19, Rebuild Sustainability, Respond to the Needs of the Planet, Respect the Rights of the People, and Revitalize the United Nations.
U.S. health officials on Sunday voiced their support for the recommendation from the Food and Drug Administration Advisory Panel that COVID-19 booster vaccines be limited to those 65 years and older and individuals at high risk, with some hoping for a broader use of booster shots at a later date. Meanwhile, a test-to-stay strategy is gaining popularity among American schools to help more students stay on campus while the pandemic continues to claim more victims in the United States. The administration announced in August that a rollout plan was being put in place for booster shots that would be initiated on September 20, but also specified that the plan itself was pending recommendations from the FDA. The people eligible for a booster would be those who received their second dose 6 or 8 months earlier. The grand coronation of the Miss Universe Philippines 2021 competition has been reset again. This was announced by the Miss Universe Philippines organization on Facebook yesterday, September 19. According to the organization, they will announce the final date of the pageant as soon as they get the final approval from IATF for their enhanced plans for the finals. Meanwhile, the Miss World Philippines organization also announced yesterday the postponement of their finals. Controversial couple Jayzam Manabet and Camille Trinidad have finally broken their silence over the issue they got involved in recently. According to the couple collectively known as Jamil, a representative from the Bureau of Internal Revenue visited them and educated them on their responsibilities as online content creators. Jayzam said that they are already straightening things out. He also advised people to not judge people who are being chased by the BIR and added that it only means that vloggers have the potential to contribute in the country. As for their decision to put their house and car on the market, Jamil deemed it as another impulsive decision they made, just like the deletion of their YouTube channel, which has more than 12 million subscribers. Carlo Biado claimed one of world pool's biggest titles after rallying back to defeat Singapore's Aloysius Yap on Sunday Philippine time and win the US Open Pool Championship at Harrah's Resort in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Biado took home the Barry Berman Trophy, a green jacket, and a cash prize of $50,000 or 2.5 million pesos. Biado was a former golf caddy who later became a World 9-ball champion, a World Games winner, and multi-time Southeast Asian Games gold medalist. He is the second Filipino to win the US Open, joining Efren Bata Reyes who ruled the 1994 edition.
And those are the news on web. For more news and updates, follow our official social media pages or log on to www.mb.com.ph. Be fully informed.